Now, I didn't stop doing it because of that. That wasn't the only reason. What's going on, everyone? Hayden here, coming back at you with a brand new video, and in this one we're going to be talking about a niche that I used to dropship in up until very recently, as well as why I picked it, why I stopped, because it's not because it stopped working, and kind of my thought process behind it and how I would do it if I were to be doing it right now. I do just want to say, disclaimer, whatever, this is not a niche that I stopped because it doesn't have potential. There's still money to be made. I could dropship in it right now again and still make money. The reason I stopped it was because of like a semi-outside force. It was screw it, I'll share it. It was because the business partner I was with, I cut it off. I got to the point where I was like, dude, I'm done. You take the store, you keep it. I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm done. So that's what that was. I could still make money. I saw the influencer side of thing on Instagram becoming a little bit overused. There's still money to be made if you're using a unique product, which a lot of people in that niche are not using, but you can definitely still make money with that, and then Facebook has a ton of potential. So let's jump inside of my computer. I'm gonna explain what it was, why I picked it, and how I was doing it, and hopefully give you guys some value. Okay, so like I just mentioned, I just wanna get that completely clear because I know for a fact some of you guys are in this niche, maybe some of you jump in, and it's one of those niches where it's like, it's not a very deep one. It's like a surface layer that people are like, they're thinking, oh, what niche should I do? This, or this, and that's usually one of the options they come up with. So, what niche was it? It was the dog niche. I used to have a store in that, it did well, there's money to be made. Again, I did not stop simply because of potential. I just explained why I did. It was the business partner and just a bad relationship, it wasn't a good fit. I've had almost nothing but negative experiences with business partners up to this point, for more than just e-commerce. But why I picked this niche, there's a very good reason why I picked this niche, and that's a lot of people just jump into it because again, it's kind of a surface level, doesn't really take much creativity to get into this niche. But people don't fully understand why they're picking it. So this is why I picked that niche. If you're searching keywords, dogs, puppies, any of that stuff, both for pages and the tags on Instagram, like I showed you guys how to search for it, it's very simple to find influencers. There is a plethora of influencers out there in this niche. Now, the main thing with the influencers specifically is a lot of them had both picture and video content. Video content has a very high chance, or at least a higher chance than picture content, to go viral in that niche because it's all the cute videos, and videos can just hit better. So a lot of these pages had really good engagement and were doing extremely well. So a lot of influencers, and I found those before I started getting into that niche, right? Remember, identify influencers before you fully start diving in and just investing the time, energy, resources, whatever, into creating your website. Because at that point, let's say you do all that, right? You go through, you're like, oh, let me do the dog niche, I'm gonna build a store, build all this, get the products on, product descriptions, get a domain, make it look good, and then you go to find influencers and there's none. Well, that can be a problem. So I always find influencers before I launch anything. And then with this niche specifically, the dog niche, I really liked it simply because I can hit them from both the biases. So if you guys know the two different biases you can use, there is emotional and social. That makes it really easy in this niche because you're dog. So you can say, let's say you're doing, I know we did this one, like a dog jacket or a coat, where it's like keeping them warm in winter. You can say like, you wouldn't want your best friend to be cold now, would you? That's a social aspect. You're like, no, of course not. They're trying to seem, they don't want to be viewed as someone who doesn't care in the public eye. So you're hitting them socially from that aspect. Now, emotional, screw it, I'll give you guys the ad. It was a light up dog collar, right? Like an LED collar that, was bright. And so you use it at night. And the ad was like some sort of, I don't remember the number, like 364,000 dogs die every single year due to being hit by a car at night. Whoa, that's emotional, right? That hits them emotionally. It's a hard statistic and a fact, and then your product is the solution. So very simple on that end of things. You can hit them from both of these without too much effort, and that's really gonna help people take action and just pay attention overall. So I really like that. Now, if you're going through AliExpress or if you're using another supplier, I use Ali, there's a lot of different products. Now, when you think about the dog niche, first of all, there's all sorts of different things, toys, leashes, whatever, like literally anything, but there's two sides. So there's products for the dog, right? Like a collar, toy, maybe a jacket or a coat thing, like cute decorative stuff. There's a leash, whatever. There's a lot of stuff, but then there's also the owner side of it, right? The person who has the dog. There's like dog necklaces, dog jewelry, dog accessories. So there's like buying it for the dog where the dog is gonna be the person using the product, or if they're a little more selfish, which humans tend to be, you can get a product that relates about dogs, but for them. So they get the use out of it, they get the benefit, and they get the joy of the product. So that's why I really like that there's two sides to the products and you can test both. And on top of that, like I mentioned in the beginning, the Instagram influencers are slightly overused. There's still money to be made. I could still go do it today. You just have to have a good product and a good ad copy, good everything. But the targeting on Facebook was fairly simple. What did I just do? It really wasn't that hard. And the biggest thing for that is you can literally target people who are dog owners. So if you're doing that one side where it's for the dog, because obviously you don't want to target, you know, let's say a dog collar to people who don't have a dog. That doesn't make any sense, or a dog toy. So you want to do that, and then you can also test where it's not targeting just dog owners, and obviously there's other interests. You could use that as a narrow or whatever you want to do for your strategy, but you can also target stuff where it's a dog bone on a necklace, a dog ring, there's anything. You know, there's a ton of different products on AliExpress in that niche, and the targeting really wasn't that hard on Facebook. And so I knew combining the easy targeting, I don't want to say easy actually, there's enough targeting on Facebook, combining that with data you can get off Instagram, right? Get a couple hundred add to carts, maybe 100 or more sales. Then you can take a lookalike audience over onto Facebook and really hit the bricks. What I mean by that is you can start making a lot of money. Okay, so you can get that momentum immediately, and I think this niche still has potential. And then there's the parallel niche to this, cats. Those are two, and now if you guys think about it logically, what I said about this being like a surface level niche, people are like, what niche do I do? Sports, dogs, cats, cars, like I don't know. It's, you know, it's one of those like surface level things on the main list that everybody knows. So there's still money to be made, definitely, but what I would recommend to you if you're in this niche, because I know a lot of you guys are, or maybe you want to get into it. If you're already in it, you know a little bit about what works or specifically what doesn't. And if it's not working for you, try something else. I would keep switching out your products on Instagram. Try to find stuff that nobody else is doing. The fastest way to do that is to keep testing new products that you're finding by doing product research, but also put on the post notifications for every single dog, puppy, even like, you know, any page that relates to that. Put on the notifications, and so you can see immediately when they post. And if they post a shout out, look at what product that is. You can watch it for a couple weeks, couple months, even over, you know, a couple month period of time. You can really see what products people are advertising, so you know if, you know, someone's doing this or this that you found in your product research. Now, on top of that, start testing Facebook. If you don't know how to do Facebook, research it, learn, buy a course, I don't care. Figure out how to do Facebook, because there's a lot of potential on there. Ideally, you can scale into Facebook with data you already have on your pixel from Instagram. You know, 100 sales, maybe you're doing add to carts, you have 500 add to carts. Whatever that is for you, using that data from Instagram is gonna make it a lot, I'm gonna really avoid the word easy. It's gonna make it a lot simpler over on Facebook to start getting that momentum and that traction with your product. Now, if you're getting into the niche, you're not already in it, but you want to start, you're not necessarily too late. You know, you could still make money. I could still make money if I went into it. Be very selective with how you do your influencers. Maybe try some video ads, but again, products that are unique. And I might actually, while I'm doing that with influencers, I would start on Facebook. Make sure you know Facebook going into it so that you can do cold targeting and try and figure that out while you're still trying to get the data on Instagram. That's kind of my strategy for it. That's what I would do. This niche still has a lot of potential. I know a lot of these do different pets, different stuff like this. It's a little bit of a more general niche. That's why I picked it. That's kind of my background behind it. I think there's still a lot of money to be made. I know there is. I was making money as long as you have a unique product. I know it's one of those things where people just, they go on AliExpress and they search by orders and find the most sold product and then go throw it up on a shout out. It's not really how you want to do it. You got to have some sort of method to the madness. And I think it's almost just like any other niche. There's a lot of people who try and do it, but they have no idea what they're doing. So get an idea on what you're doing. I hope that helps. If it did, drop a like down below. And of course, be sure to join the family by hitting that nice looking subscribe button. And let me know if you have any other specific niches that you want me to dive into. Maybe you have a niche where you're not able or you haven't been making any sales. I can go through, dive in, kind of break it down, find influencers, show you guys what and how I would target on Facebook. So let me know what you guys want to see. Maybe drop a niche or two down below. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.